Hey everyone, it's Angelica here. Hello to all my homebodies. Um, today is Sunday, so happy Sunday to you. I really wanted to come on here to kind of do like a part two. And early on, I was explaining about how sometimes some people are not meant to go with you on your journey, and sometimes you're not meant to go with other people on their journey. And I wrote it down because it was just kind of um, on my spirit. But um, I'm going through a lot of transition right now. And one of the things that I have to constantly remind myself of is, and I wrote it, I said, um, it's okay not to be meant for other people's journey. So sometimes you have to recognize that that is okay, and to focus on your own journey and remember that you are an integral part of someone else's someone else's journey in some way that you are meant to be a part of. And I just want to look up something really quickly just to make sure. Okay, I wanted to make sure. Do some word checking there. But yeah, you're not always meant for someone else's journey. And sometimes you have to be okay with that. You have to accept within yourself that this is not the journey that I'm meant to go on with this person. So I am in a search for first um, whatever my faith background is, and then my own journey, and then whoever aligns with that journey. The other part that I had wrote down also is it's okay not to be okay, and it's also okay not to always be strong. Um, I'm just going to speak to the women really quickly. We have this persona where we have to be strong all the time, specifically a certain um, group of women, but women in general. It's like we have to do everything a man does and still be a woman. It's like, and still feel like you're not progressing or getting anywhere that you need to be. And you always have to just always be tough and just take it and still be a lady about it. And sometimes it's okay to just be like, I'm not okay with this. And it's okay to need to lean on someone. Excuse the light. Me and this light. It's cute though. But um, it's okay to need a friend or a family member that you trust as well, a friend that you trust, any kind of support or mentor. It's okay to be like, hey, I'm trying to figure things out. Can you just hear me out? Or are there any tips that you can give me to get to where I'm trying to go, and or just to maintain where I'm at, because things just keep coming. Quick random thought though. I got my navy blue blazer because I mean business. And before I forget. And so it's just important to realize that timing is everything, and whatever time that you're allotted, wherever you're supposed to be, really think deeply of that. If you believe in prayer, pray deeply about that and where your place is, and never lose sight of your own goals. You're so busy trying to be involved with everyone and everything, not realizing that you really need to focus on where your journey is going, and also where your path is supposed to be. For me, where God has called me to be. And sometimes we lose sight of that with all the distractions. I'll give you an example. Like, I have had a time. I didn't want to share this until I had success at the end, but I'm just going to be honest. I've had a time just trying to get registration going for school, and the email doesn't want to work right. So I just kind of feel lost as a student again. And um, it can be really, really frustrating. But I also have to remind myself that there are things that are outside of my control. And this is just a part of the journey. And you got to learn how to deal with it. And I know I've probably said this in so many different ways, but there's so many different avenues that this can come up. And you still have to realize it's the same concept of staying focused and staying set on your own goals. And let's see, wanted to see what else I wrote. It's okay to acknowledge when something is no longer best for you or is hurting you. And it's okay to also, after you acknowledge that pain or that struggle that you're dealing with, to also get back up. If you gotta hobble to get back up, acknowledge whatever. If you don't feel well, just like I need a second. I just need a second. And that's okay to do. So the key takeaways of what I wanted to share is just you're not going to always be a part of people's journey. That doesn't make you a bad person necessarily. Sometimes, you may just need to be out. If you're a person that maybe is not the best for someone, you need to just kind of get out of the way. So, but just know that, whatever the outcome is, it doesn't always have to be seen as a negative thing when certain people are not meant to go on your journey and when you're not meant to be a part of someone else's. The other key takeaway is that you're an integral part of a journey, which will involve the right people that God has called you to be around, and for them to be around you to go to that next level and to the bigger thing. And it's also okay to acknowledge when something is just not right, whether you're hurt, you don't feel well, or you need time to heal. And healing truly is a true process. And I think I might expound on that in another one for our Sunday social. But, you really, really have to take the time to do that. If you just try to process things very short-lived, it will take you down a number of cycles over and over and over again. So on top of everything else, you need to learn how to process where your place is, where you need to heal, and how you need to get better as an individual, how you fit with a group, and how you are going to essentially make the world a better place, or follow your hopes and dreams to get wherever it is that you're going. But those are things that you need to think about. Those are things that you need to keep within, and that's something I have thought about. Like, I've just had some restless nights where I'm like, where is it that I need to be? Where is it that I need to go? And a lot of that for me, is foundationally faith. It's foundationally reading word that is going to help make things more clear. And I may try to go over some information, because this is book dessert after all, and just kind of share the different tools you can use. Some things are just common sense. You're not going to just learn every single thing in a book, but the book is simply a resource to kind of help you organize those thoughts, or kind of get things together and say, okay, here is a blueprint, or here is a guide on how I can do things and use it for the most common uses. So, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope that you stay encouraged on this lovely Sunday evening. And, the time has changed, the hours have changed, the sun is gone faster. And you just got to learn how to keep that light and keep that sunshine within you, even when everything else around you wants to say differently. I hope you have a blessed day, blessed evening.